Stafford a Hall of Fame contender? Do you think that the words Hall of Fame and Matthew Stafford go together? Katie, what do you think?
Heck to the no. I'm sorry, you can throw, and Sid, I know we've talked about this in the group chat, but you can throw all his stats, his seasons, and everything. He's got a lot more to prove to see if he's worthy of the Hall of Fame right now, to me. He's not there yet. I don't even know if I could consider him even maybe semi-elite player, but just because he was given everything at the Rams to win that Super Bowl, you know what he's like when he doesn't have the talent. Can he do it if like a Donald retires, if an OBJ decides not to stay? You know, just winning one Super Bowl doesn't make you a Hall of Fame contender. I'm sorry. It doesn't.
I like that. I mean, I'm listening because I'm really trying to debate in my head. Does it matter that he was with a sucky team for so long?
But, I mean, when you look at the men that wear that gold jacket, look at the men that are in those gold jackets currently, and you look at their whole career and their like profile and their stats, and you look at their whole career, their profile, and you're thinking, you know, when you think of a Joe Montana and you think of a Terry Bradshaw and you think of, you know, the great quarterbacks of our past. I'm trying to think of the one and I can't think of his name. He's really old. But
Roger Staubach?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
and you think of like, is it Bart Starr? Is that the one that I'm thinking of too?
Probably.
When you think of those careers and you think of Matt Stafford, you can't even put Matt Stafford in that talk. You really just can't. Like a Peyton Manning, you really just can't put him with those guys.
I got you. I mean, now is what you're saying. If we're talking about Hall of Fame right now, you don't think he deserves to be with those names? Absolutely.
He doesn't deserve to be with even the names that could go as of a few years from now, like a Tom Brady and all that.
Hey, I got you. So he's not on Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, none of those levels.
No.
Okay, I got you. All right, Delilah, what you think?
I'm going to disagree because he did put up the numbers for a long time. And I know people are like, okay, then if we're going to go by that, then that would be like Dan Marino shouldn't be a Hall of Famer, but he is because he put up the right numbers. Never won a Super Bowl, but he's wearing a gold jacket. I'm just saying that we're going to compare. I'm just saying, Matt, you know, it's just, he did put up the numbers for a long time. I saw him for seasons in my own division, win multiple times in the top 5 passing leader, like over and over again, never making it to, and then when he did make it to the playoffs, lost in the first, still took Detroit to the playoffs, which I think people forget that he actually did go to the playoffs. They just lost in the first round. And so he has a lot of records that, in my opinion, would qualify him for Hall of Fame. Will he get in the first eligibility? I don't think so.
Not first ballot, probably.
Right. I don't think he'll make first ballot, but I think his numbers will prove that he actually should be considered. And I think that to your point, he spent a long time with a team that just sucked all the time. I saw it happen season after season. I saw it when he came out his rookie year and played with his sprained shoulder and still hit that winning pass. When he was drafted as a first-round rookie, we thought, okay, maybe, the Lions will actually be competitive. And then it's like, but I think he does have the numbers to back up being in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think he's first ballot.
So before we move on from you, Delilah, then look, like Nathan said, if that's the case, is Joe Flacco a Hall of Famer? He had numbers. He got one Super Bowl.
I don't hate Joe Flacco like some people do, so I don't see why he shouldn't be.
It's not like a lifetime achievement award. It's the Hall of Fame, and I don't agree with Dan Marino maybe being in there either, but that's my own opinion.
Oh, don't say that in front of some of these people.
Like they about to pick on you. Hey, if that's the case, what is he without all of his weapons? Ooh.
He can still
Yeah.
pass with accuracy and
No, you're right, Sydney. He did take him to the playoffs 3 times. I
He
saw
said
it happen.
Bledsoe in the Hall of Fame. Oh, now you're just being funny. Now you're just being funny.
Nick
Now-
is just being silly.
Hey, look.
Butt fumble. Tony Romo does not deserve to even be in the same sentence
Butt
as Hall of
fumble.
Fame unless you're saying no.
But fumble. I forgot about that.
I will not forget.
I love that
What
man.
is your thoughts,
He had
Ash,
plenty of talent and
Into
couldn't
the Hall
win.
of Fame.
Yeah. No, I with Sydney. He put like even Nick posted all his numbers, and it was literally from the from the stats. It wasn't like he has the numbers to back him up. And I'm telling you, like I saw him season after season as a Bears fan. That guy went in there every season and put up monster numbers.
Definitely had some fourth quarter comeback wins on my Cowboys that I will. He had 1 minute left, no timeouts, came back and killed us. That's
what I'm saying. I think he should be considered. I just don't think he'll be a first ballot. But yeah, in my opinion, based on his numbers, because we're just going right. I'm just saying, based on his numbers, yeah, he should be.
Okay, Ash, what you thinking?
Okay, I started all week saying no, but then after looking into it and talking about it, I think I'm definitely no way first ballot. Like, that's disrespectful to first ballot if we're gonna say he deserves that. But I do think I don't think I'll be mad either way if he made it or if he didn't. I think he will make it because his numbers were just so good. And I mean, like, and it's unfortunate in Detroit he just had nobody. I mean, besides Calvin Johnson for like 6 years, what did he have? Like, poor guy.
Yeah.
But his stats are so good. They're just so good. I don't know how you don't give it to him. I mean, one of only 9 quarterbacks to throw 5,000 yards.
That's what I'm saying.
Two of the best wide receivers ever.
I saw it happen.
We're not talking about Josh right now.
Wrong finger.
Oh my
It's not
God.
great. He really does know how to cook.
Yeah, after talking to City about it, actually, yes, that is because I got a ton of numbers thrown at me, and I was like, you know what, you're right. Because then he has, I mean,
He does.
Cooper Kupp. I don't know. I wasn't really talking about Cooper Kupp last year.
Right.
I know he was good, but like
But after this year, you got to talk about Cooper Kupp, period. Now he's stamped, like he's in there now.
yeah, he's 12th all-time in yards, 12th all-time in touchdowns, 11th all-time in completions, and the guys above him have more seasons than him.
Right.
So
That's all
I
I'm
just don't
saying.
know how you don't give it to him.
That's what I was saying.
I can understand both sides. I can definitely understand.
I get both. I wouldn't be mad if he did or if he didn't.
He did, absolutely. But I can definitely get both ways. I can definitely hear what Katie's saying. I can definitely hear what you guys are saying. In my opinion, for Matthew Stafford, I'm going to have to see more years with him with a good team.
No,
so this
fair.
This
That's
is
fair.
of the Super Bowl, and I am excited for him. I think that he is definitely going somewhere. But who's to say if he has a screw up season this year and then next year is bad and it's still with the Rams and they got a good team? Are we going to still have the conversation of Hall of Fame, or is it going to be like, oh, Joe Flacco? You mean he was good? He got a Super Bowl, but you know, is he Hall of Famer? Because, like you said, it's not a lifetime achievement anymore. And I don't want it to be like Matthew Stafford is just a lifetime achievement guy. It's not. He's very good. I just felt like the sucky part for him is the hand that he got dealt with the Detroit Lions, and they weren't willing to let him go. I mean, because they could have let him go a long time ago.
That's why he was there so long, too.
The highest paid quarterback. They were just going to do whatever it took to keep him, but it definitely hindered your career. It also shows you, by not leaving and trying to go do better for your career, you will hold yourself back from an ultimate Hall of Fame.
Right. And that's why I don't think these young quarterbacks coming up now will do that.
Screw
I just don't see it.
You should. I mean, Bengals, and even if you go to the Jets, and if you go to these teams and you stay for long times, it could hold you back from people even considering you. Matthew Stafford has done amazing things, but we can't get the fact that he played for Detroit 12 years out of our brains. It's in there. It's who he was with. They didn't win anything, so just because he was good, if they didn't win anything, it just doesn't solidify in our minds. I hope with this new team, the Rams, he continues to make the Rams contenders as they've always been. And if they don't lack and they don't drop down, they continue to be good. They stay in the Super Bowl. They could be like a team that almost gets to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't even mind that. But I want to see him continue to be good in a good team.
That's a fair assessment for sure.
Absolutely. I'm not willing to say it yet because I'm not there with the girls yet. I'm kind of with Katie, but I want to see it. I'm giving you the opportunity. If I can see it, I'm not going to deny you. If you're one of the greatest, I'm not going to deny you, but I got to see you away from Detroit. I got to still get my mind away from all those years you had on your sucky team.
Right. I mean, next season he could have a stagnant season.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I said
I know the Matt Stafford I know from Detroit.
Absolutely.
A one-off amazing season and then 3 stagnant seasons in a row.
Absolutely. And he won the game, y'all. He did win the game, but let's not forget, if things were different, there was an opportunity for the Bengals to win that game. It wasn't like, Stafford just demolished the game and touchdown after touchdown. He scored the touchdowns when they needed to be scored because, trust me, I know they was a little nervous with that 16-20 hanging over their heads, but he scored when it needed to happen. I just feel like if it went the other way with a minute and 20 seconds left where the Bengals were able to score and win the game, would we be having this conversation about Stafford being a Hall of Famer?
I would, because he still put up the numbers. So it would have been the opposite. It would have been 20-23. It still would have been like the same score, basically. 20-27. But it would have been by a field goal because that's what they were trying to get, right? They were trying to tie the game so it can go to overtime. And Aaron Donald said no. But he's like, we're ending it in regulation. That's it. I'm going home. And so basically, that's really what they were going for. We saw McPherson getting warmed up on the sidelines. They were getting ready to get him within field goal range. Mm-hmm. So, I still think he still had the numbers, right? Because, again, that would mean a lot of these quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame that never won a Super Bowl but made it to a Super Bowl, that means we should take away their golden jackets, right? I'm just saying that if we're going to be like that, then we should start stripping golden jackets, right? And all these quarterbacks that are in the Hall of Fame that never won a Super Bowl but made the ship, right? They made the trip there. And just that's all I'm saying. It's just I feel like it needs to be weighed equally.
I agree. And I'm willing to give him his jacket if he shows me something.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll see.
I can see that.
Absolutely. Guys, we got to move on because we do have 2 more segments left, but this one we could talk about for